As the camera fades in, we find ourselves gliding down a quiet country road, golden fields stretching endlessly on both sides. The breeze is gentle, the sky is soft, and rolling forward with timeless grace is a magnificent piece of automotive history. This is Old Studio Car, and today, we're stepping back more than a century, into an era when travel was slow, elegant, and full of wonder. In front of us is a beautifully preserved vintage Benz, a machine that carries the charm of the early 1900s, an era when cars weren't just vehicles, but symbols of bold innovation and adventure. The car approaches with a dignified presence. Its deep red bodywork gleams even under the mild daylight, showcasing curves and craftsmanship you simply don't find on modern cars. Every detail, from the polished wooden accents to the brass headlamps, reflects an age when automobiles were built lovingly by hand, not stamped out by machines. As it moves, the wheels, thin and wooden with simple rubber tires, roll across the narrow rural road with a soft rhythmic hum. It's a reminder that early motoring wasn't about speed. It was about the journey, the scenery, and the feeling of possibility. The front grille proudly bears the name, Benz, written in elegant gold script, a name that would go on to shape the future of automobiles around the world. But here, in this moment, it belongs to an era much earlier than the modern Mercedes-Benz we know today. This car is from a time when owning an automobile meant you were bold enough to trust a new kind of machine, a machine powered not by horses, but by an engine that roared, sputtered, and carried you into the modern age. As the car gets closer, you can see two travelers sitting inside, enjoying the quiet road stretching ahead of them. Their expressions are calm, with a sense of appreciation one only feels when riding in something rare and irreplaceable. The black canvas roof above them flutters slightly, held in place by leather straps that have aged with dignity. There is no air conditioning, no digital screens, no automated systems, just the sound of the engine, the scent of old leather, and the open countryside. Mounted lantern-style lights sit proudly on either side of the windshield. These aren't just decorative. They're a glimpse into a time when headlights ran on oil or acetylene gas, long before electricity became the standard. The fenders curve gracefully over the wheels, designed more for style than aerodynamic performance. A small wooden storage box rests neatly along the running board, a practical and elegant reminder of early travel essentials. As the car continues forward, you can almost hear the soft chug of the engine, the clinking of metal gears, the creaking of wood, and the subtle vibrations that tell you this machine is alive in a way modern cars no longer are. Every mile driven in a car like this is a conversation with history. Every turn of the wheel is a step back into a world that was simpler, quieter, and perhaps a little more magical. The countryside surrounding the car adds to the romantic atmosphere. Tall wheat sways gently, as if bowing in admiration to this antique traveler passing by. In the distance, a faint line of trees sits under a pale horizon, completing the picture of early 20th century charm. It feels like time has slowed down, not because the car is slow, but because the experience demands that you notice every detail, every sound, every moment. This is what makes vintage cars so enchanting. They're more than machines. They're storytellers. They carry memories, not just of the people who drove them, but of the world they once belonged to. Roads were different then. Life was different. But the curiosity and excitement of hitting the open road, that feeling hasn't changed a bit. As the car gently moves away from the camera, you feel as though you've witnessed a living relic, a masterpiece preserved through passion and patience. And as it disappears into the quiet path ahead, it leaves behind a lingering sense of nostalgia, an invitation to appreciate the past, and to remember that even the oldest machines can still shine in the modern world. This has been Old Studio Car, bringing you closer to the beauty and legacy of classic automobiles. Stay tuned for more journeys into the mechanical treasures of history.